Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, depending on where you are watching us from. I'm Azuka OJ, and we are live. Our topic today, like we indicated, can Igbo presidency address the issue of Biafra? Settle every reasons why the Igbos are seeking to leave. That is our topic today. You know, I've had most Biafra agitators say they won't want Igbo presidency in place of Biafra. They say Biafra is the only answer and nothing else. They add that Igbo presidency cannot address the issue of Biafra. So the idea of Igbo presidency cannot replace Biafra. What do you think? And let's look at why do the Igbos even want Biafra? Why? Look at the first time Biafra came. Biafra did split from Nigeria. What brought about that? In trying to look at this, we must have to also talk about the 1966 coup. 1966 coup is a key factor. 1966 coup is a key factor if you want to discuss why Igbos are so, they are holding on to this Biafra. They want Biafra or nothing else. So that coup of the 1966 was tagged Nzogu coup. It also called the Igbo coup by some people. They're saying that there were more Igbo participants in the coup. From the historical records, we were not there at the time, but we read histories, we saw history books and several materials written by people. From the records, Nzogu seems to be more prominent considering his participation. Even though Major Ifajuna is also seen as to be the actual mastermind of the coup. From some more corners too. Now, they called it an Igbo coup. A Yoruba major, Adewale Ademoyega, was also among the key players of the 1966 coup. In fact, he wrote a book titled Why We Struck, and in the book he was defining his role and that of others. Several other records mention of names like Atong Pera, Hassan Castina. We have the Igbo participants, Chris Anufuru, then the Onwa Tuebu, etc., etc. I'm sorry. So why Igbo coup? Why was it called an Igbo coup? Why was it called an Igbo coup? The coup led to the death of top Nigerian political leaders, excluding those from the Igbo extraction. People like Ahmadu Bello, Tafawa Balewa, Akintola, and in the military, General Maiman Lari, we have people like Colonel Pam, and we have, I think, Sergeant Lagema too, and we have Festus Okotiebo, who is from, I think it is from the Niger Delta, Urobo. So, and most of the principal officers and participants were from the Igbo extraction. Some people said they were supposed to also terminate the lives of some Igbo people like Nnamdi Azikiwe and others, but the person who was in charge of doing that did not do that. So it was called an Igbo coup. And here is an addendum. There were indications that the coup plotters were loyal to Awolowo, and they planned to install him as a president thereafter. The other reason too, there are certain stories attached to this coup. It doesn't just end that there was a coup. We had also that the coup was to preempt an Ahmadu Bello coup. They said Ahmadu Bello was actually planning what would have been the greatest disaster, sorry. Now, still on the addendum, the intention was to also rid the country of feudalism, which is, has crippled, it has taken over the northern part of the country. And these were reasons they gave. We only added this, we put this as an addendum. And they were said to erase, like I said, the planners, they were said to erase corruption. You heard of how it was said that the Kotiebo is heavily corrupt. So after the coup, Aguirre took over, only to be assassinated shortly in Ibadan. Afterwards, the 1966 pogrom, which led to the death of many Igbos in the north as a retaliation. Meanwhile, before the coup that led there had been massacres of Ndi Igbo in the north. There was this case of 1945 massacre of Ndi Igbo in Jos Plateau State. So most Easterners, after the coup, most Easterners had to flee for their lives. They were fleeing to the eastern region. When I say Easterners, it's not just Igbos. Igbos were the main target. Then other Easterners had to flee because of their lives, because of the 1966 program, the retaliation. There was a counter coup after the first coup. So they had to flee for their lives. They had to leave the north and certain parts of Nigeria. Colonel Odumegwu Ojukwu was mandated by the Eastern Assembly then to declare the Eastern region as a breakaway republic with the new name Biafra. That came after several consultations. The Nigerian government, led by General Gowon, was compelled by the British not to allow that happen. So Nigeria, in trying to stop Biafra, they declared a war. I think they started by what we call a police action. They realized it is more than that, and they declared a war on Biafra, on the new nation called Biafra. The bitter, cruel war of genocide ended with that area called Biafra becoming part of Nigeria again. And in 1969, it ended on a note of no victor, no vanquished. No victor, no vanquished. That was to help erase the pains of loss of Biafra to Nigeria. Igbos and people of the southeastern region who they were told to feel free, this country belongs to you. They were told to feel at home again. That the country is theirs. But is that really the case? Is that what we're seeing today? Is that what we are seeing? Now, our question today, based on our topic, as you can see, let me highlight on our topic on the screen for you to see. Can Igbo Presidency address the issue of Biafra, settle every reason why the Igbos are seeking to leave? Can Igbo Presidency address that issue of Biafra? Okay, I have a guest. We will soon have a guest, Soprana. I have a guest. We need to add.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, Soprana, we can hear you.
Okay.
There was no questions of what's to react now. You will see coming. We would like to know uh, which angle do you belong? You for are you in support of Biafra or opposed to Biafra? Why? Would,
Master Asuka, your voice is not stable. Your voice is
it's
kind
not
of breaking. Yeah, it's not stable. It's
it's like a lot
breaking.
of the network. I think okay, no wonder it's like I wonder why a lot of people are not following.
It's breaking.
Okay, I'm coming. Let me try and switch to another network to see if it's gonna be stronger. Hello, Soprina. How's my voice now?
Okay, I think it's better.
It's
It's
better. Okay,
better.
I had to another network. I had to switch to another network.
Okay,
I had to switch to
better.
another network. Now, the question is, Soprina, why are you opposed to Igbo presidency as not the solution? And why do you think Biafra is the answer?
Well, someone will say that anybody who doesn't like my father will not like me, no matter how, the person pretends about it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So,
So I can hear you. Continues. Hello.
for me, if giving an Igbo man president or what,
Yeah. Hello. It's breaking. It's breaking.
the network, is it from me or from you? Which
I
one?
think it's now. The network I'm using is stable. Okay.
So for me, giving an Igbo
Yeah.
man presidency is not the solution. You know why? Even if they accept, because I saw where somebody was telling Audis Okalo that you shouldn't worry that the zoning of the presidency this year is going to the southeast, and they maliciously accepted. They are just for me, they're just making caricature of him because it's not going to be possible. Sorry, I got a call. It's not going to be possible. Do you understand? Now, even if they maybe like give an Igbo man presidency, men they will cage you with everything they have, with their ancestors. It will still be like just bingo in that place. You cannot do anything. Do you understand? The country has damaged to the point that Igbo presidency is not the solution. The solution is, first of all, let's break and go our separate ways. Then we now on a round table discuss if we want to be called one Nigeria again, or if we want to be together again. For now, the foundation is wrong. The foundation is like it has broken.
Okay.
So
Can
we
I
need
ask?
to go back to the foundation again.
That's your question.
Okay.
Okay. Is this Buhari had been able to
Mm-hmm.
accomplish certain things as the president of Nigeria? We had he has finished the railway. He's building a railway from the borders of Nigeria into Niger, and he was accomplishing that as a president. And don't you think a president of an Igbo extraction will fix the issue of not having a seaport? Don't you think a president of an Igbo extraction can also fix that? During Jonathan's time, there were plans to. I think
Mm-hmm.
no, during that last time, they
Mm-hmm.
they project to dredge Nigeria, River Niger. They spent almost
Mm-hmm.
50 billion naira trying to dredge the Niger. Are you there?
Master Azuka, you said, as you're asking me this question, you are smiling because you know that all this is are saying is not practicable. It's not workable. Nigeria is
the fact.
Nigeria is dead.
Yes,
okay,
I want you to react to this. Buhari could fix, could construct a railway from the borders of Nigeria to Niger as a president.
Okay.
Why don't you think of an Igbo president will fix the issue of we not having seaport? What do you think about that? I want.
See, you have to start understanding that to a Fulani man or whatever, an Igbo man is an infidel. An Igbo man is not fit. An Igbo man cannot give them anything, and they have their agenda. Now, you say he is building railway. From where is he building the railway? In the north, right? To Niger.
Yes, from the borders, not the north. It's like he is using money borrowed from China, or I don't know. Let's know where they got the money from. They are using the money to build rail lines. We had there are insinuations, there are feelings that Buhari is from Niger, based on his attitude, and it's possible there are Nigerians that are Hausa, so it's possible then. But look at what we are trying to say here. Buhari is a railway line from Katsina, which is at the border, which has borders with Niger, into Niger Republic. Do you think an Igbo president of Nigeria from the Igbo extraction will fix this issue of we not having a seaport? Because most of the time, if you meet the pro-Biafran activists and you ask them, why are you agitating? Part of the reasons they'll tell you, they tell you, we don't have a seaport. We Igbo people form bulk of the importers we have, but we don't have a seaport. Don't you think a president of Nigeria from the Igbo extraction will fix that problem? Do you think he will be restricted? Do you think the law restricts him from doing that? What do you think? Meanwhile, Yaradua also tried to dredge the Niger River, though it was not completed.
See, Mazazuka, when people ask this question, I try to tell people that all these things you are saying, there's like 100%, 100 whatever percent that will tell you that this country will not work. The country will not work in the sense that you will say, okay, when you put president, Igbo president or whatever president, this thing will be like this, this thing will be like this. In the whole of Southeast as a whole, how many international airports is there that is working? How many international airports is functional?
We have Enugu.
Enugu is not an international airport now. You know that.
It's an international airport. No, now, Enugu is, Enugu is still, I think so.
Go and make your inquiries well. Go and make your inquiries. Book your flight. Book your flight that you are landing from wherever you are coming from. You're landing in Enugu. If it is possible. It's not possible, Mazazuka. Enugu was then an international airport, but not now.
Perhaps
not now. Make your inquiries well. Now, look at these politicians. Let me tell you the truth. If at all they have the good interest of their people at heart, do you understand? But because they have soiled their hands a lot, they cannot carry it out. Let's say, for example, the governor of Anambra State plans to fixing the expressway from Onitsha to Enugu now. You want to fix it, because they don't want your place to be good. If your place is good, we can, comfortably and happily agitate for your Biafra in peace. Because they want to spoil everything there, so I don't even like that poverty, that hunger. If they can bribe some people among you, those ones will turn saboteurs forever. Do you understand? Because hunger can make you do what you're not supposed to do. If everybody is okay, there are things that are not supposed to be happening, but because some people are hungry and you can't just give them change, and we just then they just start talking rubbish overnight. Now your politicians are soiled their hands. Do you understand? They've committed a lot of fraud and all of that. So when they start maybe trying to be good, kind of, their people are spied enough, they want to be good, kind of, they will remind them, they open their dirty book and remind them that, oh boy, you chop money, EFCC will come after you. So just that's the way they do, just stop it. and play to our, that's to our tone. That's to our
So,
music.
what are you trying to say? You're trying to say they are using politics on us?
See, nothing can never work. See, go and write today's date. Say I said it. Nigeria, you see Nigeria as Nigeria is. If you say okay, like let's say Nigeria will get better. God, please bless. See, I no longer pray for Nigeria, and I'm so upset with Catholic Church. This prayer they say pray for Nigeria in distress, and I always fight any priest that yes, they always bring that prayer in the church. Recently they stop praying it. They do their other prayers. Pray for Nigeria in distress, and I asked the Reverend Father. I said, you've been praying for Nigeria in distress for how many years? Nigeria is a place where today is better than yesterday, and today will be better than tomorrow. Nigeria is a place that has no future. So why are people disturbing God? God has given you all the resources, what it takes to be a great nation, one of the best all over the world. Now, why are you people every day are disturbing God that has given you everything? You stop disturbing God because you're foolish.
So all you're trying to say is that a part of prayer can save Nigeria?
See, why you see, I don't understand it. Just like your father has told you, Mazi Azuka, I'm sponsoring you, go to Oxford University, do your BSc, do your masters and all the rest. He said, no, I don't need that stress. I think I'll pray to God. God will give me connection. Does it make sense? When your father has resources to train you to any extent in life, you tell your daddy, no, God, don't worry. God will help me. God will give me connection. Does it make sense?
So
God has given us everything.
Round up on this.
That if people are disturbing God, God has given you all it takes. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were to be a white man,
so,
if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, excuse me, 1 minute, Mazi Azuka.
Because
Nigeria has 1 minute. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu happened to be a white man, I swear, they will not be where he is today. They will fight because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting for his family. He's not just fighting for his community. He's fighting for the good interest of all of us. And some people are just ones that are saying rubbish when they tell you to do a certain thing just for his sake.
Can we hear from one of our guests who just came in? Please, what's your name, please? Cephas. Okay, Cephas, please. We would like to hear your contribution on the show. Cephas, are you there? Can you hear us? Cephas? Hello, Cephas. Hello, Cephas. Welcome to the show. Hello, Cephas. It's like one of our guests is having a network problem. Soprana, you can continue. Soprana, you can continue.
Okay, what I was saying before, I said if MNK happened to be a white man, that the stories you are hearing now will be a different one altogether. But because as a black man, I don't know if that slave trade that time is still in our, I don't know. Sometimes I asked God, I said, was it maybe when you were angry, you created a black man? Yes, because the way we as black reason sometimes, I don't understand it. You will see that this thing isn't working well. Somebody will bribe you and tell you to keep quiet. Okay, you know the truth about something, and somebody will give you money, and you just keep quiet, and you know that thing you're keeping quiet about tomorrow will affect you.
So, Soprana, sorry,
do you understand?
Are you trying to give us reasons why Nigeria must not continue?
Nigeria must not continue.
Working here, and we have to disband it.
Yes. Why? If Nigeria should end, Nigeria is a cause. Nigeria is a cause, and as I am, nobody should dare. If you dare, maybe by mistake, call me you Nigerian girl, I'll fight you with my last blood because it's a cause for me.
But you're still a citizen.
I'm not a Nigerian. So. I'm not even a citizen of Nigeria. I'd rather be an outcast. You rather call me if you don't want to call me a Biafra, Godly, you rather call me an outcast. I prefer an outcast than for you to call me a Nigerian because Nigeria is a cause.
So these are
Nigeria
reasons why you want Biafra. You are not interested in the Igbo presidency, but you want a split from Nigeria.
yeah, as in like I just want to let's just go. If we are to come back again.
Nothing is working.
See,
You're trying to.
Mazazuka, do you know I traveled down to Biafra land this Christmas period? I went to Biafra land. Mazazuka, oh my God, I was crying. I was like, what kind of the hellfire is here in Nigeria? This is hellfire. There's no other hellfire again. Seriously speaking, that hellfire people are talking about is here. And there's nobody who will die from this part of the world if there is hellfire somewhere, and God will still put you in hellfire because it's not possible. You are coming from hellfire already.
Hello, sorry, Mr. Tony.
There's no road.
Hello, Mr. Tony, we are trying to admit you. We want to make you come on the screen, but it's like you're having a problem from your side. We've tried our best to make you come on the screen with us, but I think the problem is from you. We are sorry. Suprema, continue, please. Suprema, is it Suprema or Supreme?
Suprema. So now, to tell you,
is it an English name or Igbo name? Sorry,
it's an English name. It's something precious.
Okay, wow, nice one.
Precious.
So right.
So see, I remember then when I was in China in my school. You know, went for this like kind of how do they call it? Like when you come in, you know, you submit your passport for some reasons. So people from other part of the world, you know, went freely. You know, you come in, you tell your passport. We had like my classmates had like we had British, we had Russians, we had Vietnam and the other part of the world. So you know, see the way they treat them and all of that. Then you now bring your passport as a Nigerian. Even I had a guy from Tanzania. The way they treated the guy, very respectful. You know, other part of African countries. Then you now come to Nigeria, my dear. Hey. You see that your test result you got from Nigeria, that you know, like medical result that you brought from Nigeria, is not acceptable. Do you understand? They will check you, they will test you, everything you brought is like on a doubt, like it's not true, it can't be true. That is how Nigeria is. Like they suspect you to that extent, like it's so bad.
You no longer trust the country. Everything about you're trying to say most thing about Nigeria has lost value. Can you imagine? You can't even be proud of Nigerian passport any longer.
Oh, as in, hey God of Miss that day, I was just looking at like, are you serious? Are you serious? So Mazazuka, I was talking with my boss friend the other day. He's a Chinese man. My boss is a Chinese man. So he said, I when we were talking, and it was like, this country, there's no lights, the road is not good, the stress is so much, you know. And I told him we shouldn't worry that very soon now we'll get Biafra. He said, no, I don't want Biafra. I said, how? Like, I don't understand you. And he was like, that if Biafra comes, that China will not make money. China no money. I said, how? What do you mean?
Okay, let me need to ask you a question. Do you really think Biafra will compete with China?
As in, like, if possible, that Biafra will take over. Biafra will take over.
Biafra will take over from China. Biafra becoming world power.
What, as in, number one? Yes. Just give Biafra 15 years or 20 years, they will take over.
Missiles and what? And the others, you think Biafra will compete with the superpowers? Are you trying to say?
Mazazuka, when we fought the Biafran war, that's 67 to this thing, we did not have any international gun or whatever. Is this gun for 3 years? I think you read that Ekumeku story. For 30 years, they held British down with their local weapons. That time, our forefathers are not even enlightened the way we are enlightened. Talk more of now that we are even enlightened. We are going to terrorize the world, educated terrorists in a positive way. Like, oh my God, everybody will want to go to that Biafra. Like, who are these people? I'm telling you. Give us a try.
These are reasons you want Biafra to come, and these are reasons you want to discontinue from Nigeria.
See, Mazazuka, there was a time my sister was telling, my other sister was telling me, she's in UK, she was telling me about Biafra, and I was objecting it. I said, no, now you people stop talking about this Biafra, please. You know, what happened in the war and the rest of that, I don't want to hear about it. And I went to China, my dear. Hey, say, oh God, see, forget. I said, so this is how life's supposed to be. You know, this when this pandemic started, you know, my VC came to our hostels. He was going from one room to VC of my school, Arabinomo University, ask anybody. He was going from one room to another, and he was telling us like, okay, this new virus, what to do, and all of that, you know. I said, God, I remember the Unilag. See, I was Unilag for so many years. You don't even see VC. The only time you see VC is doing what they call it, doing matriculation and graduation. You see VC. For VC to come to my room and is telling me what to do, left what he's doing, not that he doesn't have other people that would do that thing that he came to do. Do you understand? To tell you how humble they are. The gap between the rich and the poor, as in, is so slim. If there's not even gap, everybody's on the same level.
Wow,
you
really?
See, my friend in UK was telling me that he entered train with Jerry Bonson or Jerry Bonson, whatever they call him, because everybody is the same. What a rich man can afford, I can afford it. I can drive a car of my choice. Only
so
just paying every month. I'm paying percentage of whatever.
You're trying to say the gap
to a certain account, and I'll drive a car of my choice. But in this part of the world, like I say, God, this is how life's supposed to be.
So you're trying to say the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria is so wide, not as compared to what is obtained abroad.
Mazazuka. Yes,
hello,
it's so wide, and these rich people does not want that gap to come close, no matter the inch. Can you hear me? I
hello,
can hear you now.
Yeah.
Mazazuka.
Sorry, Sabrina. Sam Pepper, welcome.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hi.
Welcome to the screen. Sabrina, we will come back to
you. I can hear you now.
Sabrina, we'll come back to you. Let's listen to Sam Pepper a bit. Sam Pepper, you're welcome. Hello, Sam Pepper.
Yeah, I'm hearing you very loud and clear.
Sam Pepper, what's your contribution to the discussion today? Tell us, can Igbo Presidency address the issue of Biafra, settle every reasons why Igbos are seeking to leave Nigeria? Are you for Biafra or one Nigeria? Tell us and give us reasons.
Okay. I'm for Biafra, and I need to make my stand very clear. I'm not hiding under one Nigeria or depending on maybe Nigeria will gonna get better tomorrow or sooner. I'm an advocate of Biafra and an advocate of peace in our league. Understand? Whatever that will bring peace to our own people, that's what I stand for. Whatever will bring infrastructure and development to our people. What baffles me most for championing for Biafra wasn't the intention that we want to separate or we are racist or we are tribal.
What is your good doing in our discussion?
No, there's no goats here. Maybe someone is trying to pass with the goats. Understand? Forget about the good stuff.
Emeka, work on your connection. We're finding it hard to connect you. So Sam Pepper, right on, please.
What I want, the reason why I want Biafra, I want the African race to be free. Our people traveling abroad, going for prostitution, going for cleaner. You see a graduate in Europe doing cleaner. Understand? You see a graduate in our own place earning 100,000 naira. Meanwhile, in Europe, they are well paid. Understand? And we want a society whereby life are being valued. Look at the situation in Nigeria nowadays. People are being killed like 100,000 or 100 people will be killed under 1 month, and there won't be any state of emergency on that particular area, which means life have lost its own value in Nigeria as it stands plan. You understand me? Life itself have lost its
You
own value.
can never be better in Nigeria, despite the
I don't
prayers and everything, that it's better with these bandits.
I don't see, like, to my own perspective, I don't see prayer as something that works. God have given us whatever we need in this life. It's just for us to put it in practice. That's what I believe in. I don't believe in that prayer solve problem from heaven and earth. You just bam. Some things you need to do it practically. If I'm sick now, I need to go to the hospital and purchase some drugs there. I don't need to stand and pray, declare 30 days and fasting. Once I declare fasting and prayer, it might even attract more sickness like ulcer. Get a point now? It might attract many sickness like ulcer. So you don't know which one you are curing. You don't know whether you are curing the ulcer or you are curing the spiritual warfare that you haven't even seen. Those things are fake in marriage. That is something once you need to understand that the earlier we stop seeing devil as our enemy, the better it will be for us. I've stopped seeing devil as my enemy.
The summary of what you're trying to say. Nigeria.
What I'm trying to say is that prayer. I don't see prayer as something that I don't see prayer as something that will work. We need a practical exercise. Understand?
So the solution now, you know, I remember our topic.
The solution is divide this country, divide them. The solution I'm advocating for the division of this country.
Division, okay.
Yeah.
And you're reason life is not good and can never be good. That's what you're trying to say. And you also think the president's, the Nigerian president from the Igbo extraction will do nothing? You think his limit doesn't have the power to bring that change and, you know, solve certain problems and, you know, why Biafrans are agitated? You don't think a Nigerian president from Igbo extraction will fix that? You don't think so?
I think whosoever that they will, any woman that they will put on that particular seat might have signed a terms and condition that they will work with them. Understand? Maybe you're trying to, they are going to put their own slave people. Look at what happened to Obiozo of Imo State. The Fulani herdsmen first endorsed him as a Igbo president.
Yeah, we had something.
Obiozo is a typical example of what will happen on that Nigerian presidency. Understand? Typical example of what will happen there. Understand? Whosoever the Fulani wants there will be there. No matter how many votes can we give the person in an Igbo? How many votes can we give? Understand?
Okay, Sambebe, thanks for your contributions. I want to ask you a question. Why do you think a lot of you Biafran agitators say Igbos are marginalized? I want you to give me like 2 ways Igbos are marginalized. Tell me, give us.
When it gets to political appointments and when it comes to infrastructure, we are marginalized on those 2 things. When it comes to political appointments and when it comes to infrastructure, understand, we are marginalized.
That has to do with who is on the seat at the moment.
I wouldn't say that because our people, I wouldn't say that it depends on who is on the seat, but on how the things rose in Nigeria, starting from, would I say, from time of Obasanjo to date. Understand? Whatever that is happening, previously you can see where the Senate approved the loan. You can see where the Senate approved the loan with zero kobo coming from to an Igbo. You can see, and that loan is something that the whole country will pay. The whole country will pay. But they approve it. Everything is going for something. It's going for NTA, which is of no use. I want to
tell you something. Obasanjo appointed a lot of Igbo. We have Soludo there. We have Obiezekwe. We have Okonjo-Iweala. During Obasanjo's presidency, that's a civilian presidency. And I think Goodluck Jonathan too did same. So why do you think Igbos they are not being well treated in terms of appointments?
When you want to make someone appointed, you won't give the person, you won't appoint the person into a post of decision making. You appoint the person into works or labor. Look at in case of Ngige. Ngige is fighting with ASU people. 24/7. You didn't give him enough position. That appointment is not even a decision making appointment. Understand? When it comes to head of army staff or head of this, it doesn't come from. When it comes to IGP, when last we have a Igbo IGP? The whole of commissioner of the whole of 36 or 37 commissioner in Nigeria, we're only having one Frank Mba in the whole of the 36 states, and someone is telling me that there is no marginalization. How can we I don't know how we're gonna qualify this marginalization or something like that. Out of the 36
Okay,
states, we have no different.
Let's hear from one of our guests, Anthony Ifeanyi.
I will
Thank you,
just
sir.
give me.
Okay, Sampepe, you want to say something? Let's hear from you, Cephas.
Mazi, thank you for bringing me in. Sorry, I can't come with my camera. You see, the first time I came in, I know my background is not good. I'm actually in the shop. I had to come in because I like what I'm hearing and I want to also be a part of it. Good morning, my sister. I didn't see your name, like I would have said your name before. Based on your do I say topic of discussion, I want to start with saying that Igbo presidency in Nigeria would reduce or will solve the problem. But please listen to my statement properly. It will, but that will be if Igbo presidency will be there for the next 20 years. Why I'm saying this is because anybody who is going to sit in that presidency of Nigeria as an Igbo man will first of all work for the interest of those who put in there, and that will take 4 years. And that 4 years, he would not have achieved anything in the side of the East, hoping that he's going to have another 4 years to now work for his people. This is the deceit they did with Goodluck Jonathan. All the time he should have used to even help his Ijaw brothers save their land from decaying. He took all his time and he was contributing to the North. At the end of the day, what happened to him? They put him down because they put him there. So if there will be anything like Igbo presidency, it should be from with people who are core Igbo people, not those who have been living in the North. Can you hear me, please? Not those Fulani Hausa puppets like that of Popus Odima, Rocha Sokorocha, and the rest of them. So, personally, I don't believe in anything. All those or Kalu, in fact, I'm trying to tell you that the whole politician in the eastern region of Nigeria are all from the north. Take it or leave it. They have no interest of their people at heart. They have no love for their people. All they do is anything that would make sure they climb to the next level politically, that will give them support from the north. That is all they care about. They don't care if it is going to affect their people or not. At the end of the day, they know that they'll take flight to where they are going, to Abuja. If anything, they take flight to Abuja. Just of recent, even Maznam can have been saying it, that Uzodinma has been sleeping in bullion van, or what do they call armored car, and that's where he has been. Why? Because they're afraid of what is going to happen to them. If your place is good, if you have done your place well, why would somebody be after you? Why would someone be after you? So, in essence, what I'm trying to make out here is that there is no possibility for any change in that Nigeria, even if there's an Igbo man who rules there. The only way is if that man will rule there for 20 years and he will be a core Igbo man from the roots, who knows how to fix the road, who knows where the road of his grandfather's house, roads of his in-laws and his families are.
So I want to ask you a question, Cephas. Do you think, the constitution will not limit the performance of a true Igbo man as a Nigerian president? You think the constitution, or like our earlier Soprana said here,
I understand what you're asking.
Not limits the person from performing, doing well, doing what the person is supposed to do. And I gave him an instance. Why is Buhari able to build a railway line from the borders of Nigeria into Niger? Does he have such limitations? So what do you think?
Okay, the truth about this country called Nigeria is that it is every other person living in that country are second and third class citizens. Only the Fulanese and that's only the Fulanese are the first class citizens, and then they are the self-acclaimed owners of that country, and they live in authority. The constitution you see there channeled everything to them. All the parastatal, all the powers belongs to the. How many times is the Bible mentioned in the Quran, in the Constitution? How many times did you hear about Christianity? But the Islam and other thing that has to do with the Fulani extractions is stated clearly in the Constitution. In a country that runs, is supposed to be running a secular what do you call it? A secular law. So I don't think there is any possibility of using, I'm not even talking about constitution, because everybody knows the Nigerian constitution is flawed. It's already something that is a book of control that comes from the north. Whether you are from the east, whether you are from the west, if you sit down in that seat of power, that constitution will ride you. And mind you, they will make you understand that they will make you see the limit of your power as a president. But when their own person is there, they have extra power. Look, Goodluck Jonathan, what was the strength? By the time he wanted to start doing things for his people, they started trying to blackmail him. Yes, when they try to Goodluck Jonathan trying to start doing things for our people, they started to blackmail him and try to tell him that they are going to vote up. Almost every laws that Goodluck Jonathan tried to implement in Nigeria, they voted for it in the Senate. But how many has Buhari come with and they were voted in? Everything he wanted, they did it for him. They allowed him to do it. In fact, some of them he did it without even asking questions. Please go on. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Hello.
Let's hear from Tony. You're welcome on the show.
Good day. Well, let me change my camera. I am happy to be part of this particular. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hello?
very clear. We can hear you very clear, Tony.
Okay.
And Tony, we can.
The topic, I am in the office. So probably I may be coming and going out, but let me just contribute my own. When we say, can Igbo presidency be feasible? Let me just put it in that way. For me, it cannot be feasible. That's one. Two, even if an Igbo man is there,
Yeah, we are having a network problem.
Constitution, the genealogy of Nigeria, everything concerning Nigeria from the foundation is wrong. Our constitution, the constitution of Nigeria, because presently I am purely a Biafra man. Like my sister rightfully said, I am a Biafra man. Yes, I may be Nigeria, I may have Nigerian passport, but for me, it's not working for me. So many things have happened in the past that tells you that it's not going to work. For example, starting from the time of hello.
Yeah.
Hello?
Continue, please. Continue.
Starting from the time immemorial, let me say after the war. You know, there are three things they say that they will do: reconstruction and so many other things. Up to today, what the three R's? What have been done to show you? Reconstruction, rehabilitation, and reconciliation. Nothing was done. Then from that time, they say no victor, no vanquish, but the war still continues.
Yeah.
Remember,
oh, sorry, we are having a network problem. And I think this one is from our side. We can barely hear him again. Give me a moment to fix some things. Cephas, let's hear from Soprana once again before we come to you, Cephas. Hello,
Thank
Soprana.
God you muted me because I will soon leave. So, Mazazuka,
Hello?
Cephas was talking that, oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, very clear.
Mazazuka, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, very
Cephas
clear.
said that giving a real Igbo man an opportunity will have an effective change in Igbo land. I said, okay. Then he continued his discussion. And he got to a point where he said that they will make it impossible for you to do something. He contradicted his statement when he said giving an Igbo man, an opportunity will have a change. He still said that this caliphate will make it impossible for you to get a positive result. And that is just the same thing we are saying. That is not going to work because they will make it possible for you that you will not have any difference. They will even, if possible, kill you in the process. So why bother? Why not just let's separate in peace and go in peace? Mazazuka, let me tell you, when you get to Owerri, you have a lot of hotels in Owerri. Then we say a lot of our girls are into prostitution. They didn't just wake up and decide to be a prostitute. It's because of the situations they found on ground. There's no infrastructures. How many companies are in the East? So it's only hotels our people will come and build for them. Our people will not build companies for them to be employed. You see a graduate that is maybe probably riding keke or is doing one rubbish. One of our colleagues where I am right now is a graduate. But what is he doing? How much is the salary? Sometimes I weep for them, but I can't pay them because how much are they even giving me that I will not give them again? Graduate, our men, when they make some money like all this, I don't want to call names, they'll come and build hotels for us. What is hotels? Hotels, is it giving or is it taking away from us? Our girls have no option but to go into prostitution, so don't blame them. That is what you have given us. You are telling us that it's only prostitution you guys can do. So continue with your prostitution.
So these are part of your reservations about Nigeria and why you want Biafra to.
The last thing, I want to say one thing again. The people that are going to church and be making noise in the night, I'm sorry to say that, and be saying witches and wizards in their village. There is no witches and wizards in the village. Your witches and wizards is your politicians. So go and fight them. That's the last thing I want to say.
Nigeria, not the set in Nigeria, the politicians.
The politicians are the witches and the wizards. Be it Igbo politician, or be it Hausa politician, be it Yoruba politician, they're all the same.
You can handle that issue of politicians, you will stay in Nigeria.
See, first of all, I will not stay in Nigeria. They need to dissolve this country called Nigeria. We'll go back. Then if you have to come back again as one nation, then we'll discuss it on a round table. But first of all, dissolve it. Dissolve all these witches and wizard politicians. Then you will see that as a workload of negativity is taken away. Why are we punishing ourselves when we have gold, we have everything, we have iron ore, we have everything, we have cocoa, we have oil. So why are we dying? Why are we still borrowing? Why are we borrowing money, borrowing upon borrow? How can my father be a king and I'm borrowing, I'm begging?
Now I want to ask you a question, Sabrina. Don't you think what you are talking about also the Igbo politicians are in the same shape with other parts of the country, the politicians we have in the north and other? Do you think Biafra can be any different? Because if we can be different, we would have begun to see it, a kind of changes from our own side. So I would like to
okay, Mazazuka, the worst Biafra is better than the best Nigeria. Take it or leave it.
Ikwanda, welcome. Yeah. You said
Mazazuka, did you hear what I said? The worst Biafra is better than best Nigeria. Just take it as that. Just leave it at that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I want to leave now. Thank you.
Thanks for your contribution.
Right,
Let me hear from Cephas. Then we'll get to Tony. Hello, Cephas. Are you still there? Hello, Cephas. Are you still there? Okay, Tony, let's hear from you, Tony. Yeah, I hope your line is clear now. Hello, Tony. Tony? Tony? I don't know what is wrong with your line. We're finding it hard to hear you. We can only hear muffled voices from here, mumbled and muffled. Hello, are you there? Tony, what's wrong with your line?
No, maybe it's the network, because where I am now is okay.
Okay, we can hear you. We could hear others clearly. I don't know what's wrong with your line.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, coming to what I'm saying before, so many things need to be corrected before an Igbo extraction can be Nigerian president and it works. What I mean by so many things need to be corrected. One, I am not even supporting an Igbo man going there because things are messed up now. The constitution favors the ethnic nationalities. When I mean ethnic, they use geographical jargon to do some things. When I mean geographical jargon, you see, like now, when I wanted to go to university in those days, they said you must have 240 or 220 something. At least I know I wrote jam about 2 or 3 times. I got above 200, but I was not able to. But I know in KB, somebody that even have 105 is have gone into university. Even before I entered, all those constitutional jargons need to be reshuffled. That's one. Two, you need to do what we call regional government. And that regional government is a place whereby some list in the constitution need to be taken away from the federal government. It needs to go to the local government. When it goes to the local government, hello?
In the case that there is a regional regional government system in Nigeria, you would prefer Nigeria?
No, still no. I'm coming now. Let me finish.
Fast.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to accept. The reason being that once you see there is a regional government, no sensible Igbo man will be talking about Nigeria, because the politicians on ground currently now, they are just going there because of the system is not good. They are going there to loot. But when you do a regional thing, automatically you find out that you develop at your own pace. That's why we are clamoring for Biafra, because it will be like a concise area whereby everybody knows who is who. It is a small area. You manage your resources very well. But in the situation of Nigeria, you see somebody, because he knows somebody who knows somebody, they will come and they will give him appointment. But when you finish reading all the suffering, the whole thing, everything, you find out yourself that before you even get a job, you're almost 40. Before you can even train and do every other thing, you almost get into the tail end of your life. So for me, talking about Igbo presidential whatever, just leave it. The best thing is, let them do referendum, give us our Biafra. We can still have maybe a way of helping each other. Because if they don't want to do the Biafra thing and we go by force, it will be like, oh, why did we don't give these people their Biafra? Because there will be this animosity. Yeah?
We have. Are you going to go into Biafra with this crop of politicians we have?
No. See, let me tell you. When you get Biafra, nationality or what do you call it? National building. Like now, so many countries came out of a disaster country. So many nations came out from a disaster country. You understand? Because you remember about Bosnia Herzegovina. Now there's nothing like Bosnia Herzegovina. You remember about something like Czechoslovakia? There's nothing like that. What am I saying? The best thing for us to do is divide this country. Let's everybody go in peace. Let us not wait for war, because if we wait for war, it will not favor us. That's all I want to say.
Okay, thank you, Tony, for your contribution. We'll be rounding up in the next 2 minutes. Thank you for coming to the show. And for those who are just joining, though we are rounding up, the topic is, can Igbo presidency address the issue of Biafra, settle every reason, or why the Igbos are seeking to leave? That is the question. You can still add your comment while we leave. We'll see your comment on the comment section of the channel. Tony, welcome. Do you have any more things to say, Tony?
Only what I want to say is one thing. Like the president of Nigeria have said that he will not interfere with the court proceeding of Mazen Nandekalo. Please, they should stand by their words and make sure that the judiciary do their work so that he will be free. And I know that once he's free, Nigeria should not be talking about election, rather referendum. Then maybe for people that will be in Nigeria, they should do what we call constitutional review or constitutional amendment to favor them. Because an average Igbo man, whether you like it, wants Biafra. That is the truth.
Thank you, Tony, for your contributions. And this is where we round up on the show. I remain your favorite, Azoka OJ. I say bye for now.